Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to drain the pint or so that's in here. I think the manual calls for a pint and a half. And then we're going to take this off. Behind here is the power takeoff sprocket, clutch basket, and primary chain and tensioner. There's some custom tools you need to do that, and we'll go through that as well. So right now I'm going to take off this brake. Shaft, the lever. I'm going to drain the oil and pull the cover off. Alright, so I opened up the primary side, drained the oil. I ran my magnet through here, through the oil, and didn't pick up any fragments of metal, so that was good. I was happy to see that. And here's the power takeoff, chain, primary chain, clutch basket. Here's a clutch. We'll be taking this off. Here's the tensioner shoe. The manual usually calls for like 3/4 to 7/8 play here, which is. So here are a couple of tools that I made. This is a friction disc and a clutch plate that I just bolted together. And what that does is that that connects the clutch hub and the basket, so you can loosen the nut on the main shaft. This right here goes between the power takeoff sprocket, or whatever it's called, that's what I call it, and the clutch basket. So I'll put this in place right now, and then I have to take all the clutch plates out, and you'll see what that looks like when I'm done. All right, so this goes in here after I've removed the tensioner bracket. This just goes in here, and what it does is it locks the teeth together. It combines the two together. Without doing this, you try to loosen it'll just spin the motor. I think I got this at like 100 pounds. Now without this in place, you could have never done that. So now with this here, this is a friction plate. And you got to take enough of these out to fit this piece in here. And what this does is it locks the hub to the basket. And now I can loosen this. Otherwise, that would just stay in place and spin. And this just incorporates those two tools incorporate everything so you can loosen stuff. Now I should be able to pull this whole thing out. One piece. All together. Just like that. This is the transmission trap door. That's the main shaft. That's the kicker pawl. This kicker pawl's got to come out next. Now I want to show you something. It's off topic, but I want to show you. I don't know if you can see this crack and then this hole. And then here you see another crack, and you can see sealant coming through the crack and another hole. And here also. Let the camera come into focus. It's a crack and another hole. I drilled those holes to stop the crack from going any further. But what those cracks are from is sealant getting in here and then screwing in the primary cover bolts. Created enough pressure to crack the case. Now, I don't know if you see this here. There's another crack here on this other side. I'm going to have to do something about that, because now this hole is worthless. And this piece is going to come off and get caught up in my primary and jack things up. But this problem is caused from getting sealant, silicone, or what have you down in there. It's a problem, so you got to watch that. You don't think about something like that, but here's the proof that you get enough silicone in there or sealant, and you screw in your screws, it'll build up pressure and crack your case. And this crack could propagate further in. So something to watch. All right, I've taken out the bolts, and I'm going to pull this out right now. I want to be careful not to just yank it out. I want to keep it together as much as possible. Sometimes when you pull these out, the counter shaft will come out and the main shaft will come out and spread apart. Just get hung up in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just tap on the output side with a dead blow. Do not use steel, use a dead blow, use a lead mallet or something like that. Okay, that's it. If you have to tap any more than that, then there's a problem. Alright, so what I found. I did find some shrapnel. There's two teeth. That's fourth gear, I believe, teeth. You can see these shards here. This is one of the rollers. Finger rollers. You can see it's missing its collar or flange or whatever you want to call it. You can see here that these two teeth are missing. I don't see any other damage. I think this is a little wobbly. That could be part of the problem. But I'm going to bring this to Highway Chopper have them press another gear on the main shaft, and just inspect it, make sure everything is within spec. Shut up, Lola. Why are you always barking? Come here. Come up here. Come on. Come up. Say hello. Alright, so the transmission's on the bench. I wired it up to get it ready to move. I'm going to bring it down to highway chopper. You can see right here, there's two teeth missing. There's one tooth, two teeth, and that's low gear, not fourth gear. I don't know why it blew out on me in fourth gear. I don't know enough about the transmission on my own to figure it out. So it's going to go to the pros, and hopefully it doesn't cost too much money. The weather's nice. I want to ride. I mean, this bike has new everything. I guess it could be worse. We'll just have to see. Thanks for watching.